Let's go granular on Coursera. In today's conversation, I want to review Coursera from let's say an online instructor's perspective. So basically, this Coursera review is not about Coursera for learners, but for course creators, for instructors, for teachers. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Coursera, I want you to think about an online course platform that offers online learning in conjunction with some of the best universities around. And this online training platform gives you topics that range from short courses, also known as MOOCs. So those are massive open online courses, to specializations in particular topics and online degrees as well. So when you really think about it, from a course creator's perspective, there's a wide range to choose from. And Coursera's faculty are expert instructors from top universities, so the quality of instruction is high. Since some of the world's best known firms use Coursera for employee training, you can be pretty sure that you are getting the job skills that you need if you are a learner. And all courses are delivered completely online with a combination of videos, text, downloads, and quizzes to test your knowledge. So this is really good if you're a learner, of course. So the cool thing, let me quickly talk to you about the pros and cons of Coursera from an online course creator's perspective. Let's first start with the pros. Classes on Coursera platform are open to all learners. So this is really good from a branding perspective. So if you want to actually expand your learner base, you actually can go on Coursera and find your learner base there. Most of the courses on this online learning site are available for free with rich quality content. Instructors on the platform are actually well-experienced professors from all different corners of the world. This is really good. There are from 38 to 55 countries, and they are working in 125 to 150 different universities. And many new partners are about to join the platform in the future. So this is really great. New courses are updated time to time, and learners will be able to receive certificates after completion of their course. So let's talk about the cons here. Most of the courses are developed for beginners only. The instructors are available from universities only. The courses are more focused on popularity, and you have limited languages. So this is something where Coursera really needs to improve on. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let's talk about the catalog of courses that you can actually see on Coursera. As I said before, Coursera it's really it's a great place to actually learn, but also a great place to develop your educator's sort of career, if you will. But of course, you got to have some kind of background as a trainer, as an expert in your field, and you have to be working at an academic institution that is affiliated with Coursera. So when we talk about the courses here, you have simple, auto, and peer graded courses with a Coursera certificate upon completion. And you have specializations. So when we talk about specializations within Coursera, this is a group of courses designed to help a learner master a career skill, which incorporates practical projects. You also have professional certificates that the learners can get through Coursera. And so here you are getting training for job skills to help the user get experience or prepare for industry certification. You also have what they call on Coursera Master Track Certificates. So basically, those are courses that give the learner career credentials and count towards an online degree, including real-world projects. And you also have regular degrees. So those are modular degree learning programs that allow the learner to earn their degree from the comfort of their home and at their own pace. So the thing here is that when you think about Coursera, think about flexibility. And whether you are a learner or whether you are a course creator, think about flexibility. Obviously, as I've said before, to actually be part of Coursera, you have to be a university instructor or a college instructor for that matter. You got to have experience. You got to have acumen in your field. And if you are a learner, having that flexibility is also really great, because think about it. You have approximately 1,600 to 1,700 courses and 700 more advanced topics. Okay, this is really good. And they're constantly adding new programs to their overall curriculum. So in terms of languages, they need to actually expand the language. Right now, they have about 8 to 10 languages, active languages. So you're able to go from anywhere from Russian to English, of course, to French, to Chinese, to Portuguese, to Spanish. to Turkish. This is really good. And so the good thing is they're adding new languages all the time. So we like this flexibility a lot. One thing I want to say before moving on to the next topic here is that it's not just about basic topics. You even have IT topics. You have languages, you have personal development, and more. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Coursera. So this is a Coursera review, but we want to focus specifically on Coursera from an instructor's point of view. Let's talk about the steps here. So basically, if you have to, let's say you want to launch your career on Coursera, what are the things you need to really pay attention to? First of all, you need to understand that Coursera is a great platform for all kinds of learning processes. Okay, and so the UX and the UI are very great. So user experience is great. User interface is great. Not only from a learner's perspective, but also from an instructor's perspective. So, but you have to pay attention to a few things before you actually can launch your career as an instructor on Coursera. First of all, think about the duration, think about the level, think about the deadlines, and think about whether the course that you are about to put on the platform is part of a specialization or a degree. Those things are important. Okay, the duration, you have to really look around in your niche to see what kind of duration your learners are accustomed to. Basically, is it a 30-minute course, a 1-hour course, a 45 minutes, anything in between, 2 hour? You really want to fashion your course timing around what's really practical in your industry. And also the level, right? The level, are we talking about entry level? Are we talking about an advanced learning process? So those are elements you need to really pay attention to. And also the deadlines, because deadlines really play an important role when it comes to engaging your learners. And you want your learners to be engaged at all times. Basically, Coursera is going to judge your course, going to rate your course based on the engagement level. So you want to keep your course at as engaged as possible, and deadlines must be as flexible as possible as well. And also whether the course is part of a specialization or a degree also plays an important role in how you structure it. Okay, so what you want to do, the best way to do this is to actually start to explore a similar course that is delivered by another professor and see how he or she structured the course, and you can learn from that. And this is kind of cool. And this sort of benchmarking is actually more common than you could believe anyway. So this is kind of cool. Let's talk about the cost here. So basically, the thing here is that when you think about Coursera actually has a subscription sort of pricing model. So if you are a learner, you're going to have to actually get Coursera through monthly subscriptions. If you are a course creator, you're going to have to get it like Coursera will take a cut from your course revenue. So basically the cut will depend upon the industry, upon the niche, upon the level, upon the engagement metrics that you have. And it also depends on the popularity of the topic. Very important. So basically it's one of those things where you have to actually contact Coursera to have a clear idea about the pricing model they will adapt to your account as a course instructor. But if you are a learner, you basically can avail yourself of free courses, because they have free courses on the platform, but they also have paid courses. So you have to see what really works for you. And on free courses, obviously the instructor is not getting paid, but this is kind of cool because those free courses help the instructor get known, right? It's all about branding. It's all about popularity boosting. It's all about brand boosting, if you will. But on average, you can expect anywhere from 5% to 25%, in some cases 30% cut from your revenue if you are a course instructor. And so 30% basically, it's kind of high, you might think so, but given the traffic that Coursera brings to your course, given the potential customer base that Coursera brings to your course, it's really worth it. Okay. And, but remember, we're talking here about a monthly subscription sort of pricing model. So you're getting paid every single month. This is really great. If you have a very popular course, you're getting paid every single month. This is just fantastic. I mean, you're getting paid. Coursera is getting paid. Everybody's getting paid every single month. So this is really fantastic from a revenue management perspective, from a revenue generation perspective. One thing I want to say before actually moving on to the next topic is that you have other ways of making money through Coursera. For example, you can have mentorship opportunities. You can have coaching opportunities. You can even actually sort of direct your traffic outside the Coursera platform and still make money. So this is really fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Coursera. This is a Coursera review from an educator's perspective. Let's talk about the process here. So I wanted to explain to you how Coursera works from an educator's perspective, okay? And so Coursera is a totally comprehensive platform for adult further education. And the cool thing is that it really offers everything from music, art, and philosophy to computer security, software development, cloud computing, mechanical engineering, and astronomy. So if you are an educator, you will love the platform because of the versatility of the depth and breadth of the topics that are actually taught on the platform. And the cool thing is that if you are Coursera and you want to teach on the platform and you have some kind of background in university teaching, you need to understand that there are 5 learning options within Coursera. There are 5 learning options, and you need to tailor your lessons or your learning process around those 5 learning options. So you have individual courses, which basically learners can take for free. You have specializations, you have professional certificates, you have master track certificates, and you have degrees. Again, we're going to put those 5 on the screen because they are quite essential. So you have individual courses, which basically learners can take for free. So if you are going to give individual courses, just be aware that you may not be paid for your efforts, but you may actually gain in terms of, you can get a boost in terms of branding. So besides individual courses, you have specializations, you have professional certificates, you have master track certificates, and you have degrees. So when we talk about individual courses, remember that Coursera offers thousands of different courses on a huge variety of topics. And the best thing about actually initiating an individual course on Coursera is that hundreds of them are free, and you are potentially opening up your profile to lots of thousands of views and visitors also. Okay. But the thing is that individual courses are not always free. You have free, but also paid courses. So if you are a course creator, you can also set your individual course to be non-free, to be paid. In other words. Okay. But specializations, professional certificates, master track certificates, and degrees, those curricula are paid. So you are getting paid for your efforts. You're getting paid for for the learning process here. And those are more involved too. I mean, they're more involved. Learners, you would see on the platform, learners are more engaged because they want to learn. They want to actually complete the course ASAP to move on to something else with their career or what have you. And it's important to pay attention to this engagement level when you are teaching anything but the individual courses. So when you teach, for instance, a master track certificate sort of course, you really want to pay attention to the engagement level. And so if you are a course creator, signing up onto Coursera is very simple, nothing complicated. And then you have access to your dashboard where you are able to create courses, to manage your courses, to actually manage also the engagement level you have with your learners. Fantastic. Let's talk about the alternatives here. So if you are a course creator and you are thinking about Coursera, but somehow you do not like Coursera for whatever reason, You need to understand that you have a lot of players out there. You have a lot of other platforms out there. You have other platforms where you can actually monetize your knowledge. You can monetize your expertise. And so you have, for instance, you have Udacity. So Udacity is Coursera's closest competitor because it also offers degree courses. However, Coursera offers far more courses than Udacity's catalog of around 200 to 250. Udacity is also focused on technical topics, while Coursera covers a broader range. So this is kind of cool. And if you are considering instructor expertise, Coursera is a better choice than Udemy, where anyone can be an instructor. And so that's the big difference. If you are thinking about Coursera, make sure that you have a solid footing in academic teaching. So you have like either you're a professor, you're a teacher, you're a college instructor, whatever. But on Udacity, if you don't have that, you can go on Udacity or Udemy, not a problem. You also have Fiverr Learn. So Fiverr Learn also offers expert instructors, but the courses are focused on creativity and digital marketing for beginners. So Coursera is better for a wider range of skills for all levels. Okay, so this is kind of important. And so what I want to say here is that you have other players too, though. You have Masterclass, for instance. You have so when we think about Masterclass has classes from some of the world's most revered experts, people like Christina Aguilera. You have Neil Gaiman, and you have Steve Martin. Okay, so the incredibly high standards of expertise are similar to Coursera, but the focus is completely different. Masterclass is all about inspiring you with new ideas and helping you use your personal experiences in your work. It feels like an intimate chat with a friend, really. And Coursera has a much more academic feel. It focuses on marketable skills and solid qualifications. It's probably a lot more useful if you are looking to advance your career, but it's not quite as fun. Okay, those are really important elements to pay attention to. You also have Creative Live. So this is another platform that really does really well. But the only thing is that Creative Live, as the name implies, focuses almost exclusively on creative subjects like fashion, photography, cake decorating, and graphic design. So if your interests are in this area, then you'll probably find Creative Live really better. It has more options in terms of courses and specializations. And just like Coursera, people have used it to polish their skills and work towards a promotion or a career change. So the possibilities are there for sure. So what is our opinion here? So is Coursera really worth it? Is Coursera legit? From a learner's perspective and from an instructor perspective, those two perspectives are our answers are yes. Coursera is worth it. Coursera is legit. It has been around for a while. So from a course creator's perspective, you have to understand that Coursera really puts the bar really high. So you got to have a certain level, a certain background in education, particularly academic education, to be able to use the platform, to have a profile on the platform as a course creator. And it's really important to understand that Coursera really gives all kinds of users an option to further up, to foster their education. And they're they actually are achieving this at their own pace. It's important. So you want to really pay attention to engagement. You want to engage your user base. You want to engage your learners. Once you are accepted onto the platform, you want to engage your learners all the time. And when we talk about the pricing, how you price your courses will really depend upon your niche. There are some niches that are quote unquote more expensive than others, and you really want to look around. You want to review what your other creators are doing, and then you can actually find a way to replicate what they're doing and find a way to also automate everything. And one thing I need to say before closing today's conversation is that you always have options. Okay, of course we recommend Coursera, but you have options if for any reason you do not find Coursera sort of fitting the bill for you, then you can try the alternatives I just mentioned, from Creative Live all the way to Fiverr Learn, to Udemy, to Udacity. You have to Skillshare. You have a lot of platforms that actually you can use to see which one works for you. One final thing I need to say here is that we love Coursera because it has a wide range of courses. It has a low price, and it has an interactive approach that actually draw learners from all over the world. So if you are, let's say, if you are interested in offering a wide range of courses in your expertise level, of course, at your expertise level, of course, then Coursera might be better suited for you, at least from a long-term perspective. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. This was a Coursera review from a course instructor's perspective. And so I gave you the overview, the catalog of courses, the steps, the cost, the process. We talked about the alternatives, and I gave you our opinion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.